Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody is staying warm on this chilly Thursday night. It's not only chilly, but it's windy out there. We have a special guest tonight. We have Hannah Sheehy, one of our new meteorologists here at CBS 13. Hannah, say hello to the folks in your first Rennie's broadcast. Are you excited about this?
Yes, very excited. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, my name's Hannah Sheehy. I'm excited to join the Weather Authority team at WGME. And yeah, we're here to talk about some strong wind gusts tonight and some pretty cool temperatures overnight.
That's the big weather story, right? It's just like that. December turned around, flipping the page out of November. It's like midwinter has arrived and we have the snowfall. We have 4 rounds of snow coming the next 7 days. And I was thinking, with 4 rounds of snow, I was looking even next weekend. We might actually have another one late next weekend too. So these are going to come rapid fire. I don't see any major storms over the next 7 days, but you nickeled and dimed, an inch or two here and there. This could start to add up to be an interesting couple of weeks around here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's coming pretty quickly, like one after the other, which is very interesting. And a lot of our daytime highs for at least tomorrow looks like it should be a low for overnight, but it's a high temperature for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're getting used to those lows in the 20s, right? Now we have daytime highs in the 20s.
Yes.
All right. Looks like a lot of folks are jumping on here. Appreciate you joining us tonight on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Let's just jump into some of the weather maps, and we'll start out where we are right now. It's been a fun day. I mean, it's been interesting day, I think. You might not call it fun, but if you're a weather enthusiast, you have to love Mother Nature for a situation like this. We had a front move through, and it's not just any front. It was an Arctic front. And we had those snow showers that rolled through 2 rounds. Did you get one at your house today?
I did.
Yeah.
I did around 12:30.
Yeah, me too. Right around, early afternoon, somewhere in there. But that was neat. And then the wind picked up, wind dropped off. And then after the second front came through during the evening, that's when the winds really started to crank.
Yes.
Peak wind gusts in Portland so far has been 44 miles per hour. I saw Rockland hit 49. Yeah. Mount Washington, our friends at the Mount Washington Observatory are up there at 120 miles per hour for peak wind gusts. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
And those hardy folks up there, the staff, they go outside every hour on the hour to de-ice. And then, they have to get the precip can every 6 hours. And so they have some challenges up there tonight. This is what's happening. 17 below.
A negative 60 wind chill.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Oh my! I can't imagine. I can't.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Frostbite sets in pretty quickly on a night like
I
that.
Bet.
So it's a cold night at 6,000 feet. Let's take a look at our wind chills. You can't ignore that 60 below, but even Rangeley down in the valley.
Yeah, negative 21.
Holy
That's
smokes.
Definitely significant. We're down to a wind chill of 3 in Portland, negative 3 in Lewiston.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely feeling chilly, and this is the wind chill, so not the actual air temperature, but what it feels like on your skin and what you want to bundle up for too.
Yeah, excellent point. Sometimes you see those numbers, you okay, that's our temperature, but no, that's when you combine the air temperature and the wind speed.
Right.
That's how it feels in your skin. So a lot of times I use those numbers like that's how I need to dress. When you're dressing the kids for the bus stop, that's the wind chill value is a good number to prepare for, to say the least. All right, let's take the wind out of the equation here and just look at the actual air temperatures. Now, the trickiest part of the forecast, at least for the last week, I have to put one number for a nighttime low, and I've been trying to figure out, is the wind going to drop off? Right. And I'm not convinced that wind is going to go calm tonight. If the wind goes calm, we're all getting down to 0 or below. Mm-hmm. But I'm not convinced we're going to, later on tonight, we might get 5 mile per hour winds or something like that. But that might be just enough to keep our atmosphere mixed up, to keep our temps from a real free fall. Mm-hmm. Regardless, though, it is going to be cold, and it's the coldest night of the season so far. And Ryan mentioned, I didn't even realize this, I think the daily record low for tomorrow, what do you say, it was 7 degrees?
Something like that.
And we have a pretty good shot at breaking that. We don't break a lot of lows, especially in Portland with all the buildings around the Heat Island in South Portland. We sometimes break daytime highs, but not nighttime lows. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be a cold night out there.
That's for sure.
Tomorrow, we keep on looking at these numbers and saying 20s, it's going to be cold. It is going to be cold, but it's sunny. We'll have light winds.
Yep.
So it's not terrible, folks. I think that's the key to tomorrow's forecast. The wind is becoming lighter. So I think we'll have some improvement, at least in that category.
And the sunshine makes everything a little bit better.
It does.
Your mood.
It does. Yes.
You might feel a little bit warmer.
Yeah, right.
Ish.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mind. I like it when it's in the 20s and we have light winds. If there's any wind though, forget it.
If it's windy, then it's almost miserable. But
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Are you on the screen? Let's see. Will the camera move? All right. I'm going to move the camera so maybe we can move it over so we can get Hannah in here.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. A bunch of you are still hopping on. Thanks again for joining us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. All right. Let's take a look at the next few days because it is action-packed. We have, the clear sky tonight, a little mountain snow shower activity. The front that came through, you might be wondering where that is. It's way out in here tonight. If there was a radar site in the ocean, you'd see snow showers out there, but there isn't. So we just get a chance to see the satellite. Wind tracker tonight. This is 8:30. You notice how the winds start to drop off. I just wanted an excuse to use that old man winter graphic. And notice how the winds tomorrow morning get down to about 5 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour. So it's much more bearable tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think the most uncomfortable part of the night is probably now, right?
I'd agree.
Now for the next few hours.
Yeah.
It's cold and it's windy, but it gets colder later tonight, but the wind becomes a little bit lighter. So
It does.
I
Yep.
guess that's the good part about the forecast. And there is that cold weather advisory for not cold weather. Yeah, cold weather advisory for what used to be wind chill advisories, now cold weather advisories issued by the Weather Service for Coos County, Oxford, Franklin, and Somerset County. So they're gonna have the coldest wind chills or feel like temperatures for tonight and into tomorrow morning.
Yep.
So that's 8 o'clock tonight, and the wind chills become a little more bearable heading into the morning tomorrow. All right, let's go with the storm tracker, starting off in the single numbers tomorrow. Actual air temperatures are in the single numbers, climbing above zero for many towns. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's cold, but with lighter winds. I think we have a southwest wind starting to develop. I like that wind direction.
Yeah. It's better than a northwesterly wind.
I'm with you. Yes. So we'll get a break from that at least. And I don't know. What do you think about this, Hannah? I think that, is the storm tracker out to lunch here?
Yeah.
See all this nonsense out in the ocean? I think that that's probably going to be right over us for at least a brief period tomorrow.
I agree. We have a system passing right to our south that's bringing some moisture right off the ocean into our area. And this model has having a hard time maybe bringing it up towards our area. But me and Charlie are thinking that some areas, even Lewiston and Augusta, could see some light snowfall, around midday Saturday, maybe a little earlier.
Sure.
So it's definitely possible.
It's a good day to maybe go out and get a Christmas tree, snow be gently falling, flurries here and there. You might get a dusting, a coating. I don't know, maybe a half inch in spots, but I think it's more of just the novelty of a little bit of light snow.
My favorite memory getting a Christmas tree was during a pretty strong snowstorm, and me and my entire family went and got a Christmas tree, and I have pictures of all of us like bundled up in hats, and it's just the snow is very heavy that day. That'll be a beautiful day to get a Christmas tree if you're getting one.
Very, very normal, very Norman Rockwell-ish. That's great. Wonderful. Yeah. So I think Saturday's probably one of those days. Yeah. A little bit of light snow. You should go get your tree on Saturday.
I should.
Call up your family. This is what we're doing today.
Right.
All right. All right. So heading into Sunday now, I think we'll start the day with a lot of sun, and the clouds went out. And it looks like that's the end of storm tracker, but we'll probably get a chance to see another round of snow moving Sunday night. All right, I'm getting these graphics mixed up. So this is what I really wanted to show the folks, because let's take a minute here and just talk about next week. And what do you think about next week? It's going to be a pretty interesting week, right?
Clipper week. That's what you've determined. We've got many rounds of some light snowfall moving through. I think we've tallied up 4 that we can see in our extended forecast. Maybe some snowflakes, as we mentioned, Saturday, and then some more. The second system we have looking at for Sunday night that could bring some light snowfall. We're not looking at crazy accumulations with this, and that's our second system, and we're going to keep going here. And Tuesday evening into Tuesday night is our next system that we're looking at. Again, some more light snowfall accumulations at this point are uncertain, but we're not looking at too much out of the systems that we are seeing. And Yeah, we're getting into a pretty active pattern this week. And then Wednesday, it looks to be a bit more of a little complicated storm, if you could say that. Maybe some mixing along the coast in southern New Hampshire, but more snowfall, maybe even a longer period of snowfall. Again, totals for this one, we're a little too far out to determine. But yeah, that's what we're looking at for this week.
Yeah,
could be a little busy.
It's going to be a fun week. It's going to,
yes,
as Hannah mentioned, it's no major storms, but some of these could dump a couple inches here and there, and especially that last one, was it Wednesday into Thursday? If we hold off some rain, you might get a half foot in spots. I could see a situation like that, but that's way down the road next week. But yeah, we've all heard of, in the summertime, you go on the TV, you get Shark Week, right? There's always Shark Week in the middle of summer, but this is Clipper Week. We're calling it Clipper Week because you get these little Alberta clippers that come across from the province of Alberta. That's where they originate. So we'll have multiple little systems, weak systems coming through next week. And that might not be the end of it either. That's Thursday. I think there's probably going to be some more. In the series, maybe
I would agree.
Maybe late next weekend.
Yeah.
So quick rundown of the old 7-day forecast. We have some sun tomorrow. It's chilly, but lighter winds. That's the key. It's not terrible. I don't know. I'm trying to talk people off the ledge here.
Right.
Friday's going to be all right.
Yeah.
You go on social media. It's like, oh my God, it's so cold. It is cold tonight. It's the most uncomfortable part of this is going to be at night tonight.
Yeah, but the winds will drop off by Friday morning. And if you're out at the bus stop, it will be a little chilly, but it's not going to be completely miserable tomorrow.
Right.
With the sunshine too, it'll make everything a little bit better.
Yeah. Sunshine. So, you were at December 5th. So we're at the 4th now, 5 days away from the earliest sunset of the year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that's the 9th coming up. Shortest day is still the solstice. Earliest sunset of the year is coming up on the 9th. So on the 10th, we actually have, I think it's like a second later or something as a sunset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. I always look forward to that. It's a mental game.
It is.
But here's the 7-day. Let's just go through that real quick. Cloudy, maybe a little bit of light snow, flurry activity on Saturday. Sunday, I think we'll start bright, but we'll end with clouds and probably some snow at night. We might get a little bit of snow very early Monday, but the trend will be for clearing. Round number 3 will be Tuesday night. And the next in the series will be late Wednesday into Thursday. You might get a little bit of rain, especially near the coast with that one. And I don't know how that's going to go down. The temps are a little more marginal with temps in the mid-30s going into, Wednesday, Thursday. So, that bears watching. But, it was just, 3 weeks ago? We had 60 degrees on a Saturday. Yeah. And here we are. This, if I were to close my eyes, I would say this is a forecast in late January or the first week in February. Right.
I'm wondering if this will be a testament to how our winter will be this year. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. But it's been an interesting December so far. And, we talked about it in the winter forecast. We're expecting for a big December with cold and snow and, putting snow on the ground before Christmas. And everything seems to be living up to that. And one of the reasons we actually talked about that in the winter forecast back in October was the potential for a weak polar vortex, which would allow the polar vortex to stretch, and some of that sort of breaks off and comes down to North America, into Canada, and sometimes the United States, and that's happening. So this is going to continue into at least mid-December with seasonably cold temperatures and the chance for multiple storms. So that's been fun to watch. Last year we had a strong polar vortex where all the cold air stays right over the North Pole. Right. Not this year so far.
No.
It'll waffle. I'm sure it'll become stronger again at some point, and then you get these polar vortex displacements, or it becomes stretch is what's happening right now. So it's not a full break off of the polar vortex. Sometimes we can get one of those, which we had in 2009, 2018. Yeah. I'm sure we'll get our shots this winter. And I'm getting way off topic right here, but. But I think we should probably leave it at that tonight. There's a few comments, so maybe we can check in. We'll see if anyone has anything they are interested in talking about tonight. Chris is checking in. Chris Hudner. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Tell your dad I say hello. And he has some. Thank you very much for the nice comment.
Thanks, Chris.
I just read the nice comment about Hannah first. So thanks. Appreciate that, bud. Frank Sanborn is checking in. Thank you very much, Frank. Is this considered global warming? No, not tonight. It's not. I see where you're getting at, though. Staying cozy tonight. Colette says, all right.
In Rockland.
Yeah.
That's where we were tracking that high wind gust earlier. almost
Rockland.
50, right?
Good point. Yeah, 49, I think, was the wind gust there. Let's just, while we have people on the horn here, we're checking questions. Let's see what Mount Washington's doing again. I always just like to see what they're up to. Last year, no, was it 2 years ago? Remember in 2023, they broke the U.S. record for a wind chill.
Yep.
I was in this exact spot. I was interviewing one of the weather observers up there, and that number for wind chill went to, what was it, 100? Was it 108? Or yeah, it was 108, or it was 108 degrees below zero.
Yeah,
that's what it was, 108. And we're like, oh wow, I think this is a new U.S. record. And we did it right here. We're talking about that as the hour change. But yeah, that one came in and out. That was an interesting one. That was like what, early February of 2023, I think. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, I remember it being a big deal because I was in school at the
college,
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's winter in Maine. You got it, Troy. Lewiston's windy. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that. Hello from Biddeford. All right. Hello. Adriana. Thank you. Hello from Augusta. Troy's in again. Darn systems. We hate these systems. Wind is getting strong. It's cold outside. Yep. GFS says next Thursday, warm temps. It does. Good. Hey, Connor's on his game. Yes. Connor's referring to the GFS, US forecast model, the global forecast system. And Connor is saying it's going to warm up. And yes, there's a chance it's going to warm up. It's also the chance GFS is wrong, though, which happens a lot. So we'll see what happens there. Let's take a look. Good evening, Frank. All right. Look at the timing of the wind gusts. All right, Connor, looks like, you know what? Let's probably go through that real quick. Did I? No, that's down here. What's my order of operations? Here we go. So tonight the wind drops off probably a little after 10 o'clock. I think we'll see it'll be breezy through about, I think we'll get some gusts probably around 20 miles per hour through about 1 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m. And after that, it's probably only about 5 to 10 miles per hour into the morning. So, So I think we've already seen our peak wind gusts. I think that is come and gone within the last 2 hours. All right. Happy Friday Eve. Oh, Friday Eve. Some people like the Friday Eve. Hey, guys. Hey, Travis. Hello. Nice for checking in. Hello from Hollis. Christina. Hello. Hello from Hollis. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. Everybody's very polite. Anything I can so Frank's asking for advice from us. He's asking for relationship advice.
Oh boy.
Anything I can tell her to get her to go outside? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm qualified for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Relationship advice with Hannah and Charlie tonight. I don't know, man. I just stay in tonight. It's kind of chilly.
It is cold. You'd probably want to stay in too.
I love it. That's funny. Nobody's ever asked me for relationship advice. It's probably a good idea. Snow on Sunday. Yeah, late in the day. Probably at night, Casey. Yeah, a little bit Sunday night. Not during the day, though. You'll be fine during the day. All right, it's chilly in Pittsburgh, Erica says. All right. Thank you for everybody for checking in tonight. I think we'll leave it at that tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, folks, it's cold, windy, wind drops off. It's still cold tomorrow, but with lighter winds. And as Hannah says, we have what coming back? The sun?
Yes.
We need the sun.
We do. We love the sun.
Hannah likes the sun. And then a little bit of light snow coming back on Saturday. All right.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for more updates on this active pattern for next week and the cold temps as well. All right, folks, we'll leave it at that. And thanks for joining us tonight on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And we'll be back again next Thursday. All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's. Thank you for watching.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.